From the top. Okay. Drop that. Yeah. Feel the funk, y'all. Yeah. Feel the funk, y'all. Yeah. And lay back in the cut. What's up? What's up?
Hello my doves, what's up, what's up? Welcome back to After by Olympia. My name's Olympia and I do videos here on YouTube about beauty and makeup available in Australia for deeper skin tones. Today we're kicking things off. You can already see some stuff on my face, but ignore that. We are going to be doing a bronzer review video, which are my favorite types of videos to do, but I'm sure you guys already knew that. If you're new to my channel, I love doing bronzer reviews because those media pictures that they've been putting up on the internet are enhanced to make it look like they're suitable for deeper skin tones, but half the time they're not. But you know, brands are getting better. We're going to kick today's off with the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. Now, I have reviewed this bronzer before. Not this particular one, but it had the same name. And it was marketed for, it was called Deep. And let me tell you, it was not deep. I can link that video somewhere. It's so old. It's like 4 years old, maybe even longer. And then I found out that they reformulated and they re-released it. This is supposed to be Deep, number 4. So we're about to find out if it is actually suitable for my complexion. I will pop up on the screen here for you guys my foundation shades, just so you've got a little bit of reference to them. So this particular bronzing powder bronzer, is for all skin types. It's an endless summer with this super luxurious powder bronzer, especially crafted and fragile. Please handle with care. Interesting. Packaging is same but different. I wish I had the old bronzer with me, but I decluttered it from my collection. I can tell you that I'm dropping things already. I can tell you that the brush is the same. I remember this brush very clearly, thinking, why? But you know, they decided to keep it. There is the bronzer itself. Ooh, Let's do a swatcheroo on my hand. Listen, it's showing up. It's buildable. The other one didn't even show up, so this is definitely an upgrade. Let me compare it to some of my bronzers that I still use to this day. I haven't done a bronzer review in about a year, so let's go with one of my favorites. This is the Christian Dior Forever Natural Bronzer in the shade number 8, Deep Bronze. Just comparing the two, you can obviously tell that this one is deeper. I love this bronzer. So we've got Estee Lauder, Christian Dior. Christian Dior's a fair bit deeper. The Prime Beauty Bronzer or Brownzer in the shade Bronzeville. This one's a bit more reddy. Just a comparison. Yeah, fair bit darker. Becca Sunlit Bronzer in the shade Maui Nights. You cannot get this anymore. I do have a backup because Becca closed their doors. And quite ready. But those warm bronzers kind of just do something to my skin. Let's compare it to the NARS. A NARS bronzer in the shade Felice. Oh, let's just do a comparison on the screen. They look about the same actually. This one seems to be a little bit lighter. I've done at least 2 swatches on each just to build up the colour. Full disclosure there. Maui Nights. Sorry. Fenty Beauty. This is the Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Mocha Mami. Another ready one. One that's in probably a lot of your collections is the Hoola Toasted. This is more like a contour shade on me than a bronzer, but I do use it on occasion. I need to go get Charlotte Tilbury. It's in another part of my collection because I'm going to be doing a dupes video on this, so look out for that. But so Charlotte Tilbury is definitely darker. Damn, that was one swipe. They're my current favourites, ones I've been using non-stop. Those other swatches there, I'll pop up on the screen what each one is. Let's zoom you in. Did that make sense? Let's zoom you in. And we're going to try it on this face. It's going to be okay. Excuse all the glitter all over my face from my eyeshadow look. It's the whole thing. Sonia G Face Pro. Or should I go in with a smaller one? I might use a cheek blur on the other side. I just want to see if I can build it up first. Alright. Picks up fairly easily. Well, it's definitely doing something. I'm going to go in with a smaller brush, the Cheek Pro, just so I can build it up a little bit. Without, with, without, with. I think it's slightly doing something. It's very subtle and it's very warm. It's not, I can see the red coming through, which I like, I'm not mad at. Let's try a different brush. Niji Pro from Sonia G. I've loaded it up. I think if you have my complexion and maybe 2 shades lighter or 2 shades down, you would be able to get away with using this number 4. If you are even 1 shade darker than me, don't think this is going to work for you. I'm going to try this on my nose and see what I get as well. I think because it's so like not quite dark on me, I can get away with using a bigger brush. Something to think about. I'm going to try this little brush that it came with to do my nose. Really gets in the groove. I don't know if you guys can see. See how it kind of really gets in there? At least for my nose anyway. See? Only like a very light. Okay, it's really good for the nose. Okay, I have my final thoughts. Let me zoom you all out and we can discuss some things. Okay, my doves. Okay, let me give you my final thoughts on this bronzer revamp by Estee Lauder. Look, I see a difference, very subtle. On my complexion, it's better on the nose, but you know, who's gonna want a whole, what is this, 21 grams of product just to use on your nose contour? So I feel like if you're my complexion or thereabouts, skip on this one. This is the deepest shade that I have available. They don't go any deeper than this. So in my opinion, Estee Lauder still failed. They could have released more deeper skin tones in their bronzer, in their Goddess bronzer, sorry, in their Bronze Goddess bronzer range. Still disappointing. I can get away with it. Maybe on no makeup days. The foundation that I'm wearing is a shade darker than I normally am, so that's gonna skew the results a little bit. The fact that I can still see it show up my skin, it's got the warmth there, are pluses. Negatives being that this is the deepest shade and that's still not acceptable in this time and age. Like, it's just not. So take with that as you will, with a grain of salt. I think that Estee Lauder need to go back to the drawing board. But at this point, it seems to me like they don't really care. I know their Double Wear foundation has lots and lots of shades, and they did extend the range not long ago. So, you know, they're trying, but to re-release this bronzer, like to take it off the market for a period of time, re-release it as a new formula, and then it not be deep enough for deeper skin tones, is just unacceptable. So I'm calling Estee Lauder out on that one. But yes, like I said earlier, it's kind of not for my skin tone. Had I been a couple of shades lighter, this probably would have worked a lot. Well, it would have, not probably, it would have worked a lot better. But it just passes on me. Just. Can't really sculpt with it, that kind of thing. So yeah, I like to sculpt with my bronzers, and this one is not deep enough for that. But it does give quite a bit of a warmth and glow to the skin, which is good. That's what bronzing is supposed to do. Alright, that's the end of this review. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. Do you think Estee Lauder could do better? What are your thoughts? Have you used it before? If you have, let me know what you thought of it. And yeah, that's the end of this video, guys. I'm so glad to be back to filming. Oh my god. But yes, I'll be uploading once again on Wednesdays and Saturdays are my usual upload days. I'm going to try and do that. That's what I'm trying to get back into moving forward. If I'm finding that my schedule is really working well, I will of course throw in a bonus video for that week. But Wednesdays and Saturdays are the days. So yeah, that's the end of this video, guys. I will see you all on the next one. I love you all. Bye.